now the moment we've all been waiting for. This is what you came to hear and see. The Honorable Larry Cusack, Mayor of our town.
Thank you, everybody. It's such an honor being mayor in Apple Valley here, having the trust of our community to have us look out for you all these years, and with being here in Apple Valley, being born in Apple Valley, it takes a family to help out. And my fiance Trish is here. I've got my sons here. I've got my granddaughters here, and my great granddaughters here. So that's we have. So it is an honor, and I have a lot of responsibility with a big family too. So, and I do appreciate your support of our council and us here in Apple Valley. It means a lot to all of us. So we'll get started on our program. Good afternoon. As your mayor, it's the distinct pleasure to welcome you to the 2019 State of the Town presentation. Noam Barton, CEO of Waze, describes maps as living, breathing organisms that change on a daily basis. During the 2018-19 budget year, the town of Apple Valley embarked upon an annual journey to lead this community in a path towards a better way of life. But as we know, great journeys are made in single steps, daily choices. We must choose the fork in the road which takes us to arrive at our desired destination. One of our recent choices we have made was to pursue the water acquisition, to avoid allowing our precious commodity here in the high desert to remain in the hands of foreign company. We are staying on the course to improve our historical business district, maintain our road systems, help residents save money with their electric bills, and fund public safety. In some cases, we still carving out new roads to get us to our intended destination. Today, my fellow council members and I are going to unfold a map to show where we've been, where we are, and where we are going in 2019 and beyond. That will continue to make Apple Valley a destination for families, visitors, and businesses. Since the town incorporated in 1988, your town council has been selected by an at-large voting system. This means residents of the entire town cast their votes to all 5 council members. In March, however, in response to a legal challenge that no city has won, this town council began the process to go to by-district election system in accordance to the California Voters' Right Act. Case in point, Santa Monica was just sued for $21 million in legal fees after choosing to fight the law and lost. So it's a big thing. The system mandates that the council candidates reside in the election district and are elected by voters residing within the same geographical area. The council recently approved this new voting maps that go into effect on the 2020 election. These new districts also include more than 1,300 acres of newly annexed land in North Apple Valley. This action adds 3 miles of freeway frontage to the town's boundaries. As development occurs in our area, the additional tax revenues will support town services throughout the entire community. While council and staff map out the future of the newly annexed land, we are not neglecting our mission to provide better roads in all areas of the town. At last year's State of the Town, we announced that we secured funding for widening and realigning Highway 18 and Apple Valley Road. We're still on course for this project. The project is in the engineering phase, and we expect visible construction to begin late 2020. You will also see construction at the other end of Apple Valley. The Village Business District property owners have once again leveraged a private-public partnership with the town. The new project will improve drainage channels and medians along Outer Highway 18. We encourage you to visit this area, especially during the big events as the upcoming Happy Trails Parade and Street Fair on October 5th. That draws travelers from beyond our borders. In July, the San Bernardino County Transportation Authority awarded town more than $281,000 towards construction of sidewalks, crosswalks, disability ramps in the area around Rio Vista Elementary School, as well as bike path upgrades in the surrounding areas. This project should be ready for construction by next summer. We also were awarded more than $1.8 million in road funds through SB1 to microservice 44 miles of road. Add to the 120 miles we've resurfaced since 2016, you can see that we're committed to maintaining and improving our streets for our residents, visitors, and even celebrities. While all the 420 miles of roads are important, focus on recent projects have been the arterial and collector roads that carry most of our traffic. With that many miles of road, town staff may not immediately be aware of the problem areas. This is why it's important that the residents identify the roads need some tender loving care. The best way to do this is using one of our reporting tools with the town. You can download the Apple Valley Watch app on your phone or simply visit our website at applevalley.org and click on Let Us Know link at the top of the page. For a little more of this and annual stats, please welcome Mayor Pro Tem Scott Nassif.
Thank you, Mayor Cusack, and thank you all for being here. This is a great event, and appreciate your attendance here in Apple Valley. Peter Drucker taught us in business that if you can't measure it, you can't improve it. If you've ever used GPS, and we all have, to get to your destination, you know this tool shows you the route, the mileage, and the roads you need to take, and how long it'll take you to get there. Similarly, if you're if you look at the town's milestones, you can get an overall picture of where we've been, where we are, and where we're headed. The number of reports we receive through our online reporting tool is a good indication of areas of service that we are focused on and requested by our residents. In the past fiscal year, we received 1,500 inquiries online. The use of this handy online tool is critical for our ability to manage and improve our public services. In recent years, our population has a steady increase to more than 73,000, and property taxes have yielded a higher than expected return at 3.6% over last year's budget year. Housing continues a slow but steady growth with 84 home starts in the 18-19 budget year. In December, the town gave the green light to complete remaining single-family homes at the Vista del Sol community in North Apple Valley that'll attract buyers seeking Apple Valley's rural lifestyle and dramatic landscapes. We are grateful to the builders, investors, and real estate professionals who share our journey to create a thriving community that attracts everything from businesses to bears and even Beyonce. Yes, that's true. Apple Valley is so beautiful that even Beyonce fell crazy in love with our irreplaceable landscape at Horseman Center, which is featured prominently in the video produced for her song Spirit from this year's Lion King live action movie. And rumor has it, I want you all to download this, Janice Moore has a cameo in this video somewhere. So. Right, Janice? While our social media channels are already a robust source of communication, news of the Queen Bee's visit spread on Facebook as if it was royalty had descended upon our town. More than 120,000 people engaged with our posts on Beyonce's visit, which was covered by ABC News, and even TMZ called as well. This year, we surpassed 15,000 followers on our main Facebook page and have thousands more engaged in our Shop Local, Animal Services, and Recreation pages. Another of our most engaging social media posts occurred in June when a bear wandered into town and perched itself in a tree in a residential neighborhood. Animal Services partnered with the California Fish and Wildlife Department to safely tranquilize, remove, examine, and release the animal back into the wild. This was just one of more than 5,000 calls for service handled by our Animal Services officer last year. The shelter saw nearly 40,000 people walk through the doors seeking assistance with everything from pet adoptions to exams and microchipping, many of which were offered at our upcoming Paws and Claws Pet Fair on October 19th. Here are a few more Animal Services facts. In the last year, Animal Service staff facilitated over 1,000 dog adoptions, more than 500 cat adoptions, and our technicians administered more than 6,500 vaccines, examined 5,300 animals, and microchipped 1,600 pets. We also partner with local veterinarians to provide a low-cost service for our residents. While Councilman Bishop comes up to talk to us about some new developments, which are very exciting, we'd like to take a look at this short video on our shelter's vaccine clinics.
Every other month, the town holds a rabies clinic here at the shelter, and it just provides low-cost vaccinations for dogs and cats, mostly dogs. And then we also do licensing here so that everybody's up to date and current on both their vaccines and their licenses.
So a lot of people appreciate us coming out here because we do all of the vaccines done at a reduced rate, and they don't have to pay for a consultation to see a doctor.
See, this is a sad thing for you. Yes.
Well, good afternoon, Apple Valley. And by the way, I know Janice gets around at the chamber. Janice, I looked on that video. I'm not sure which one you were, but I have no doubt as much as you get around that you were probably there. Will Rogers said, even if you're on the right path, you'll get run over if you just sit still. Well, Apple Valley is certainly not sitting still. New and expanding businesses in Apple Valley are creating jobs, offering new places to dine and shop, and investing in our community by keeping capital and operating expenses here locally. They also pay impact fees and sales taxes which fund essential services for you, our residents. For example, take the new Big Lots distribution. It will employ over 500 people once fully operational in just a few months, late 2019. And upon completion, Big Lots will have contributed more than $800,000 in impact fees to the Apple Valley Unified School District to develop future full school sites. I'm sitting with the new superintendent. We're looking forward to those school sites. To the Apple Valley Fire Protection District, $130,000. And I know for one thing, those gentlemen need that to protect us. They also partnered with the town to improve Navajo Road and to pave Lafayette Road. And it's easy to see why Big Lots has made a big impact on Apple Valley. And there's more development coming. Corky's Kitchen, which I know the new owner is here in the building somewhere. And I have to tell you, my daughter is so excited about that. Corky's Kitchen and Bakery will employ 60 to 80 people to serve their guests at the former Johnny D's at the corner of Bear Valley and Apple Valley Road. You already may see the remodeling is underway. Just a few weeks ago, Chase Bank, finally, thank God, broke ground on their 3,500 square foot branch office, which will include a brand new drive-through service at the southeast corner of Apple Valley and Bear Valley Road. And across the street from Chase Bank at the Jess Ranch Marketplace, Kaiser Permanente opened a medical clinic to serve patients inside the Target store. So you can go to a department store, grocery shopping, and see your doctor at the same time. It's amazing. Dr. Chandra Mohan is developing a 2,900 square foot eye surgery center right here in Apple Valley on Camana Road. Also, in development in the village is the Still House and Grill called the Town's End. It will feature the High Desert's first handcrafted artisan spirits made in small batches right here in Apple Valley. The property will also feature a local farmer's market and a small barber shop. Also in design phase and seeking tenant interest in Apple Valley's our first ever freeway footage commercial center is a completely entitled, that means they have all the rights and everything has been done to get them there, 10-acre property that will include 80,000 square feet of retail, restaurants, and fuel stations at the northeast corner of Apple Valley, I-15, and Dale Evans Parkway. And if you're a coffee addict, and I was told by the developer of the product, I can officially say Starbucks will be pleased as their major coffee house is being developed in the Nico Plaza, the southwest corner of Casota Road and Highway 18, catty corner from St. Mary's Hospital. It's going to be, I've seen the plans, it's an unbelievable Starbucks restaurant. So now you can go to Target, see your doctor. The project also includes a 1,300 square foot space for a quick service restaurant. And if coffee isn't your thing, you should check out the new Awake Juice Bar, located near 24-Hour Fitness in the Jess Ranch Marketplace. They use raw, healthy, organic ingredients to create cold-pressed juices, salads, and bowls. Also new this year was Tractor Supply Company. This purpose-built store in the corner of Apple Valley and Brayburn has done a booming business since it opened in May of this year. Tractor Supply Company is one of our recent Shop Local features. In fact, let us take a look at it right now while we welcome to the stage our newest council member, Carrie Leone, as she comes up to tell you about our public service.
We cater to not just farm parts, but it's a little bit of, Western wear, decor, anything for somebody who lives the lifestyle. All the specialty things that you can't find in the other stores, you can find here. And if it's not in the store, it's on our website. 99% of the customers that come in here live down a dirt road, love their animals, and they work hard. They're just good American people.
Thank you, Councilmember Bishop. The sales tax these businesses generate, along with property tax fund, much needed services to our community, such as our public safety officers. This year, the Apple Valley Police Department launched a proactive traffic safety campaign. The increase of traffic citations resulted in a decrease in accidents. In 2017, Apple Valley Police issued more than 1,700 traffic citations and reported 731 accidents. In 2018, the number of traffic citations increased to more than 3,000 and accidents decreased to 528. This is not a revenue generator for us. The town does not get a cut of these proceeds. The point is, proactive enforcement helps keep Apple Valley residents safe and spares lives. With fewer than 140 accidents reported in the first 6 months of 2019, it looks like the coalitions are continuing that downward trend. We appreciate the work of the Apple Valley Police Department on this proactive traffic safety. Thank you for your service. With us today, we have Deputy Chief Greg Herbert, Apple Valley Police Captain Manny Mendoza, and Lieutenant Jason Cunningham. In addition to providing a safe environment for our residents and visitors, we also want to provide a sense of community, a place for recreation, a place to enjoy life, which is why we are so grateful to partner with our local businesses and other agencies to provide fun, free concerts, and special events all year long. We do not want people to just live here. We want them to play here as well, and our business community has rallied to support that effort by contributing to our SAFE campaign. SAFE stands for Support Apple Valley Events. Support for our 2018-2019 campaign tripled from the previous 2 years because businesses see the value bringing to the community. Together for everything from community cleanup days to helping pets find their forever home, to enjoying live music at the Civic Center Park every Thursday night in the summer. If you are not a part of our SAVE community, you should be. You can talk to any one of the council members and they will get you in contact with the staff. And if you're curious about what our events and activities bring to the community, here's a portion of a video that we aired at the beginning of summer.
I'm Doug Robertson, Apple Valley Town Manager. I wanted to take a moment to update you, our stakeholders, on some of the latest developments that have occurred in the last fiscal year. I'm not doing this.
What?
This is boring.
So what do you want to talk about?
How about we talk about all the great things that made Apple Valley the best place to live in the desert 8 years running? I want to talk about all the amazing things we've got to do here all summer long. In fact, rather than talking about it, I'll just show you. Oh, hey, so I was just telling everybody about the great programs we have coming up at the pool this summer. Can you tell them about it?
Sure. The town of Apple Valley offers great events for all the residents here and non-residents. You can check them out in our recreation guide that gets mailed out to all the residents here in Apple Valley, as well as you can view them online.
Wow, that sounds great. You can find out about all of our aquatic center activities, sign up, and have a great time.
It's no wonder Apple Valley has been voted best place to live in the high desert 8 years in a row by the readers of the Daily Press. And we are constantly striving to improve services and amenities to make Apple Valley a better place. Some of these improvements and services are not visibly noticeable. For example, led by our town manager, staff recently created a customer service statement highlighting their commitment to provide quality attention and service to our residents and our customers. We expanded our low-income residential rehabilitation loan program to qualify residents living in multifamily housing. It offers a 0% loan to make health and safety improvements. In May, we made it easier for families to build an accessory dwelling unit, also known as a granny house, by loosening the size allowance and utility restrictions on these properties. Our household hazardous waste collection facility is now contracted with Burtech Waste and is now open every Saturday. Here, you can dispose of old paint, medication, electronic waste, and new this year, you can also dispose of tires. With the accessibility of our household hazardous waste program, combined with our free cleanup events, there is no reason for illegal dumping in our beautiful desert. And now, to talk a little bit more about the road ahead, please welcome Councilmember Kurt Emick.
It's such an honor to be in front of you today and a privilege. Thank you for all coming. Thank you, Councilmember Leon. Lewis Carroll said, "If you don't know where you are going, any road will get you there." This quote rings true, especially for my wife, Val, who's sitting over here, and I, who have a little jet lag because we just got back from a trip. We've been definitely doing some traveling lately. We don't just jump in the car and go. We prefer to have a plan when we set out for any destination or goal, as the town does. As Apple Valley sets a course for the future, our town council must go through the same careful planning procedures if we are to arrive at our intended destination successfully. Take our park and open space infrastructure, for example. In June, the Park and Recreation Commission held a visioning workshop to assess the additions and expansions and improvements our community would like to see in our parks. We received a variety of ideas that we are excited to bring to fruition in the coming years. We have not detoured from our plan to incorporate the Hilltop House into our park system. You could say the project is sitting at a bit of a rest stop while we explore funding options. But we look forward to the project gaining momentum down the road. We have members of our Park and Recreation Commission with us in attendance. Please stand and be recognized. Donald Totera, Valerie Smith, Colin Wilson. Thank you for attending today. We are also exploring the impacts of the homeless issue in Apple Valley. Next month, on September 9th, I invite you to join me here in the conference center from 9 to noon for a collaborative workshop with professionals, community leaders such as Val Christensen and Sir Duplicon, nonprofits, concerned citizens, and faith community to brainstorm ways we can tackle the issue and develop strategies that will lead to positive change. Bring your pen, paper, and ideas as we participate in an open dialogue. You can RSVP with the town clerk's office. Implementing change, maintaining our current facilities takes dedicated staff. Fortunately, Apple Valley employees put their heart and soul into the work they do, like ground service worker Andy Paul, who was recently featured in a video on Apple Valley TV.
Hi, I'm Andy Paul. I'm a ground service worker 1 for the town of Apple Valley. Good morning.
Park looks great as always.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. I really have a good rapport with all the visitors here at the park, between the playground and the walkers here. I really see a lot of repeat visitors, and I take pride in maintaining the park for them. We also have a ground service aide, Coral, and we get here at the park around 7 a.m. and to get the park ready for the visitors. After my general opening in the morning, we get to work and start taking care of other things in the park. We do everything from mowing the lawns, fixing irrigation, landscaping the bushes, planting flowers, just about anything that needs to be taken care of in the park. And I'm happy to do it. I love my job, I love being outside, and I really enjoy interacting with our visitors. I encourage anyone who hasn't been to Civic Center Park to stop by and take advantage of all our amenities we have here.
It's amazing. We have a great staff. Yeah, they deserve a hand. Changes are also coming to the development code thanks to a joint meeting held between the town council and the planning commission in May. That meeting resulted in a long list of action items staff is implementing to make our development process more flexible. These changes will make it easier for businesses to gain compliance while maintaining Apple Valley's high-quality standards as we grow. We have some of our planning commissioners here today. Please stand and be recognized. Chairman Jason Lamoureux, Vice Chair Bruce Callan, Commissioner Mike Arias, Commissioner Bob Tinsley, who is also our MC. Please give him a hand. Thank you for your work that you guys do. It's fantastic, and thanks for attending today. We are also on course for the acquisition of the water system. Beginning September 30th, we will be defending our right to acquire the Liberty Utilities water system by eminent domain. The trial by judge will be conducted in San Bernardino County Superior Court and may last a couple of months. The legal question before the judge is whether the town's proposed acquisition and operation of the water system is in the public interest. Liberty Utilities is challenging this presumption and will have the burden of disproving it. If the judge determines that the town has a right to acquire the water system, there will be a subsequent trial on the amount to be paid for that acquisition, which will go before a jury at a later date. Now, let's welcome back to the stage for a wrap-up of this year's address, Mayor Cusack.
Thank you, Councilman Kurt Emig. nice presentation of all the members. Thank you very much. I do have a couple people I want to just introduce here that came to, and they do support us in our vision for Apple Valley. We have our new superintendent, Trinae Nelson. Board member Wilson So, he's here. Apple Valley Fire Chief Lorenzo Gigliotti, if I said it right. And Academic of Excellence CEO Lisa Lamb is here too. I want to thank you guys for coming. As you can tell, we have a lot going on in Apple Valley. We invite you to keep up to date with our news and activities to make Apple Valley a premier high desert destination by following us on Facebook, visiting our website, subscribe to our e-newsletter, which is a condensed version of our award-winning Our Town newsletter. At this time, I'd like to thank our town manager, Doug Robertson. Please stand and be recognized. And the staff that's in attendance, please stand. All the town staff that's here, please stand up and be recognized. They do work hard, and they work hard for us, and we appreciate that. They are dedicated workers for our town of Apple Valley, and if you've ever been in there and seen them work, they do a great job. I would like to also thank the Chamber of Commerce President Janice Moore, and our Chamber State of the Town Committee, which is Sabrina Schneider, Jacqueline Eldridge, and Bob Tinsley. I know Arsley is part of that too, Arsley Morales, so I want to thank all them for their hard work here. They did a great job. I would like to thank our colleagues in the Town Council for taking part of today's State of the Town presentation. It's been a pleasure to work alongside you in the journey to provide a better way of life in Apple Valley. And thank you, everybody, for coming today. This concludes our presentation, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.